directly over U.S. Capitol, Pentagon not shot down. Here's who was inside. The United States has made plenty of enemies over the years thanks in part to Barack Obama's weak foreign policies. Instead of Obama easing tensions with world leaders, he would placate them and push issues off to the side instead of dealing with them head-on. Now, we have President Trump in the White House, who is a strong leader and is not a pushover like his predecessor. While many thought that Trump would be able to ease the tensions with Russia, that has not been possible thanks to liberals pushing the fake collusion scandal. As tensions mount between the two countries, an enemy plane was just spotted flying over the Capitol, the Pentagon, the Central Intelligence Agency and Andrews Air Force Base at low altitude. But why is the real question. On Wednesday morning, an unusual sight was spotted flying over the Capitol, the Pentagon, and other various Washington sites. The flight, however, was neither unexpected or threatening, and it took place as part of a long-standing treaty the two countries to observe each other from the air. The treaty is called 2002 Treaty on Open Skies and was designed to allow military aircraft in the United States, Russia, and other nations observe military sites of the 34 signatory nations. Apparently, it was Putin's turn to observe the United States, which is why the unarmed Russian plane was spotted in the United States skies. According to the State Department, the treaty is designed to enhance mutual understanding and confidence by giving all participants, regardless of size, a direct role in gathering information through aerial imaging on military forces and activities of concern to them. The plane was a Russian Air Force Tupolev Tu-154 that flew at a range around 3,700 feet over downtown Washington and Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland, where Air Force One is based, according to flight tracking website. Here is more from Huffington Post. A Russian surveillance plane soared through secure airspace over Washington on Wednesday, presumably collecting intelligence as it traveled near the Pentagon, the Capitol and other government buildings, two U.S. officials said. The Russian Air Force Tupolev Tu-154 aircraft made the flight through the Treaty on Open Skies, which Russia, the United States, and 32 other nations have signed. The treaty established criteria under which countries can make unarmed observation flights over the soil of other treaty members in an effort to promote transparency and international arms control efforts, according to the State Department. The Capitol Police issued an alert Wednesday that warned that an authorized low-altitude aircraft would enter restricted airspace between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. The alert did not state who owned the plane, but said it will be large and may fly directly over the U.S. Capitol. This flight will be monitored by U.S. Capitol Police and other federal government agencies, the alert concluded. A Defense Department official, speaking on condition of anonymity to discuss ongoing operations, confirmed that the flight alluded to was Russian and operating in the area through the treaty. The flight, first reported by CNN, is expected to be followed by another one Wednesday evening that flies over President Trump's property in Bedminster, New Jersey, where he is vacationing. According to the treaty guidelines, U.S. airmen are aboard the Russian jet observing when an open skies flight occurs. But Marine Lieutenant General Vincent Stewart, director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, has argued that Russia may be taking advantage of the treaty. He told the House Armed Services Committee Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Capabilities last year that he would love to deny future Russian flights over the United States through open skies. The things that you can see, the amount of data you can collect, the things you can do with post-processing, allows Russia, in my opinion, to get incredible foundational intelligence on critical infrastructure, bases, ports, all of our facilities, Stewart said in March 2016. So from my perspective, it gives them a significant advantage. The United States carries out similar surveillance flights through the treaty while using an OC-135B, an Air Force observation jet. A Pentagon spokesman, Navy Captain Jeff Davis, defended the program to reporters last year. We have to remember that while we have pretty good intelligence on a lot of the world, a lot of other countries don't necessarily have that great of intelligence on us, Davis said. So, in the interest of transparency and miscalculation on their part, sometimes it's worthwhile to allow them to have a look at what you're doing or what you're not doing. Of course, the left is frothing at the mouth with this information, but it truly is a nothing-to-see-here moment. However, that won't calm the incessant shrieking from the left, considering that on Wednesday morning, Donald Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort had to endure his Virginia home being raided by FBI agents working on the special counsel's fake Russia probe. At any rate, whether or not this was just Putin's turn to fly over, does it make anyone nervous? Considering how tense the relationship is between the two countries, it does not exactly bode well, and it is quite possible that Trump will fly over the Kremlin next.